I want to talk about, hi Nana, hi, how are you doing? And Kosi, hello. I want to talk about three things I took away from what I heard today. Now, many of you, maybe you've heard about it before, I don't know. Amazing Fage. Hello, sis. How are you? Thanks for coming on. Black Cherry, hi. Kingdom Oluwa Toast, hello. Charlotte Obeng 7, hi. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So today I want to talk about three things I took away from here. And I hope these three things help you on your journey to becoming whatever it is you want to become. We all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have desires, we have things we want to accomplish, but from my conversations with people daily, I know many people, a lot of people are in this place where they are dissatisfied with something. A lot of people are dissatisfied with something in their life right now. And the people that are listening to me, I'm sure you would agree with me that there is something in your life right now that you're not happy with, that you want to change. Many people are in a place where, they're hoping that something changes. They're hoping that they get to what they want. They're hoping that they start, maybe they get a promotion at work. They're hoping that they get another job. They're hoping that people, right? So everybody, majority. So what I'm about to share today, I'm hoping will give you a different perspective to how you can create and attract what you want, and realize that you are not helpless. You actually have everything you need to create that thing that you want the most. You already have it. So in addition to me talking about, starting a business, making money and all of that, I am also very passionate about mindset, working on our minds. I'm passionate about teaching people about manifesting, using the law of attraction to create the life we want. Those are all the things I share on this page. So anyway, I was listening to this interview that Lewis Howes did with Dr. Joe Dispenza and Mel Robbins today. Now, I had seen the one with Dr. Joe Dispenza before, the full interview with him. I had listened to that last week. But today was an excerpt from that and then Mel Robbins. And three things I took away from it today. Three things. The first one I want to talk about is that, when they talk about having a vision board, has anybody here heard of a vision board? Have you heard of a vision board, or do you have one? Let me know in the comments. Anybody? Maggie May, hello, welcome people, welcome. Dave, hi, how you doing? Sandra B, thank you so much for power tapping. Can I please ask everybody that is here watching live, can you please power tap? I'm going live at a different time than I normally do, so my regulars are not here today. I'm going live in the afternoon. I usually go live in the evenings, but I've got a busy evening today, so I'm doing it earlier so that I still get it done today, because I made a commitment to go live every single day, so I'm gonna get it done. So I was asking, anybody here heard of vision boards, or have you used vision boards in the past, or do you currently use a vision board? Vision board, anybody? I just want to see people who know what I'm talking about so that I know if I explain it or not. Anybody using vision boards? Rich, Enia, Tracy, Oladimeji, Dolab, hello. Anybody? Nobody uses vision boards. Oh, wow. Okay, Lux Daily Pay. Right, you use a vision board, or you've heard of it before. Okay, fantastic. Omolara Akonde, hello, welcome. All right, let me quickly explain it. There are quite a number of people watching. We have over more than 76 people in on the FYP watching, and we have 5 people in the house, and only one person responded in the affirmative. Okay, let's talk about vision board very quickly. Tosin Tam, hey, how are you doing? Kizo Billion, hi. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Pray to welcome. I just want to go straight to what I want to talk about today. So yeah, vision boards are basically a graphical representation of your goals and desires, right? Not graphical, a pictorial picture. Yeah. So whatever it is you want to accomplish, whatever it is you desire, you get a picture of it. You take a picture of it. You could cut it out of a magazine, or you could search online for it, have that picture and place it in a place that you would always see it. That is a vision board. So let's say you want to get married, for example. You desire to get married. You can find a lovely picture of a married couple that look really happy, and take that picture and put it in a place where you can always see it. That is a vision, something that represents your vision, right? Maybe you want to buy a new home. Get a picture of that new home that you want. Cut it out and place it in a place where you're always going to see it. Maybe you want your children to go to the best schools, right? Or maybe you want your children to go to a particular school. Get a picture of that school. Cut it out as in a picture, put it in a place. So you can put all the different things that you want, like on a big piece of cardboard. Or in my own case, I buy a big picture frame, and I put it in the picture frame and I put it in my study. That's what I do. I do this every single year. Beginning of every year, I create a new vision board. So that is what a vision board thing is. Vision boards are powerful. If you have not been using them before, I want to beg you to start using them today. They help you, especially if you put them in a place where you can see them every day. They help your mind create what you want. They help you get closer to all those goals, all those things. Because if you are constantly seeing it, it's going to help you create it. Because we create our reality, right? We create our reality. Nothing happens by accident. Nothing happens, nobody creates anything for us. We create it. And these things, this art of using a vision board helps a great deal in that process. So 3 things I want to share with you that I took away from that video today. Number 1 was that when you create a vision board, the way that I learned it, and a lot of people have learned it, is by taking a picture of what we want, like I just explained, right? The end result, right? So you want to buy a house, you get a picture of that house, or you want to get married, you get a picture of a happily married couple, or you want your children to go to a particular school, you get a picture of that school. So we have been taught to use the picture of the destination, right? That thing that we want, the end goal, the end result is what we've been taught to use on our vision board. But I learned today that what is going to help you more. Nashika, hello, how are you? Good afternoon. Welcome everybody. Elegance, welcome everybody. Welcome. I want to go quickly to what I want to talk about today. So I'm just 3 things I'm talking about. 3 things. So the first one is this. So I heard Mel Robbins share in that interview today that it's great to have a vision board. Yes, it's great to have all these grandiose desires and it's wonderful. Have it. However, or should I say in addition, have a vision board of the bridge. And that is what a lot of people do not have. And what does that mean? What is the bridge? The bridge is basically also, in addition to having the picture of the end goal, the end result that you want, also have pictures of the process that's going to get you there. Who must you become to have this? What must you do in order to have this, right? How do you go from where you are to where you want to be? All right, so your children, you want them to go to a particular private school, for example, let's say. All right, and you cannot afford that private school right now. What happens between now and then? How do you get from where you are to where you want to be? How do you get your children from where they are right now into that private school? What must you do? For example, are there bursaries? Do they call them bursaries or scholarships? Are there scholarships for people that you may be qualified for that can still get your children into that private school? Is that something? So that is the bridge. So yes, put the school that you want your children to go on the board, but also put something that represents the bridge, the process. Or do your children have to get to a certain level in academics, right? Do they have to write an exam, or do they have to pass an exam? What does it take to help them pass that exam? How must they, what level must they get to in order to qualify? Does that make sense? So the bridge, right? Are you listening to me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you for the likes. I'm grateful. Thanks for the power tapping, everybody. But do you understand what I'm explaining about the bridge to get to what you want? Do you understand that? Because guys, this is life-changing when you understand it, right? So it's not just the end. Pastor P, good evening. Welcome. Or good afternoon, sorry. Welcome, right? So do you understand that? Do you understand that? Nobody's answering. Nobody's talking to me. I know you're power tapping, but do you understand what I'm talking about? I want to know if you get the point. Do you understand? In addition to the destination, also have something that represents the bridge, the process. Okay, thank you, Lux Daily Pay. Anybody else that is following me and understands what I'm talking about? Claire, good afternoon, welcome. Sandra B, you understand, fantastic, thank you. Pastor P, I'm so sorry. I have a busy evening, so I thought I'd rather do it in the afternoon instead of not. Thank you. Pastor P, I'm so sorry. I have a busy evening, so I thought I'd rather do it in the afternoon instead of not doing it at all today. So that's why. Okay, so it makes a lot of sense. Fantastic. So you also have a picture that represents the bridge, what takes you to your destination. Let me use another example. So you want to get married, right? Let's say you want to get married. You have a picture of a happily married couple that represents that desire of yours to get married. You put it on your vision board. But how do you get from here, that you're a single person, to that place of meeting that person that deserves to marry you, right? What happens in that process? The bridge, what do you do there? So maybe you go on dates to meet someone, right? Maybe you want to look a certain way. Maybe you want to boost your level of confidence by the time you meet this person. Nah, Shika, this is your first time of seeing me. Oh, thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Right? So maybe you want to boost your confidence. Maybe you want to have a certain look by the time that happens. Maybe you want to have acquired a certain amount of assets or whatever by the time that happens, right? You understand? So the bridge also have pictures that represent the process on your board, not just the end result. And the explanation from Mel Robbins was that when you have something that shows the bridge, which is basically the process, the work you have to do to get there, right? When you have things that represent the work, it's easier not to get discouraged or demotivated on your way to getting there, because you have like the steps, the process that's getting you to your end destination, and you are seeing if you are doing the work, right? And when you are in the process, you are in the bridge, you are doing the work, you are reminding yourself that I'm going for gold. That is what I'm going for. I'm going for the end thing. I'm going for the end thing. I'm going for the end thing. That's where I'm going. So having the pictures of the bridge, the process, helps keep you focused on the end result and helps you not to quit. So that's the first thing I picked up today, which was amazing. I just loved it. I'd never thought about it that way. Every year I'll do my vision board and I'll just get a picture of what I wanted, right? A picture of my goal. Thank you so much, Pastor P, for that gift. Thank you so much. I'll just get a picture of my destination, a picture of my goals, a picture of my desire. I'll just put those on my vision board. But this year, definitely, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to do it differently this year because I have learned something new. So that's that. The second thing that I picked up today is this. Now, I had learned this last week when I listened to Dr. Joe Dispenza, but he mentioned Dr. Joe Dispenza. I think it's Dispenza, not Dispenza. Dispenza. Was that how we should be intentional every day in creating our day. And it starts from when you wake up in the morning and before you get out of bed. I'm going to say this. So he said something. Oh my God. He said, wealth is about becoming. It's not money that is wealth. It's the becoming. It's who you become in the process. It's the becoming part, right? And the only way that you can achieve something different is by changing who you are right now. You've got to change who you are right now. You've got to change some things in you. You've got to change some parts of you in order to get something else. He then went on to say, and I wrote this down. Whilst I was walking, I actually typed this on my phone and I actually did a little bit of research. He said, if you want to become an abundant person, you want to experience wealth, you want to live in abundance, you can say that, oh, I'm abundant, I'm abundant. You can say it for as long as you want. But if your thought process, if your mindset is not one of abundance, you're not going to create it. It's not going to happen. So he said something. He said, How does an abundant person behave? He said, think about how an abundant person behaves and start behaving that way. Because whatever it is you desire, whatever it is you want, you have to become it. The process is in the becoming, right? So you want to be an abundant person. You want to live in abundance. You want to be abundant. How does an abundant person behave? How does an abundant person think? How does an abundant person talk? How does an abundant person walk? How does an abundant person treat other people? How does an abundant person react to news? How does an abundant person go about their day? How does an abundant person treat their possessions? How does an abundant person treat themselves? How does an abundant person treat their children? How does an abundant person treat people they meet outside of their homes, when they go to the shops, when they go to the market? How does an abundant person behave? So I actually did a little bit of research and I wrote it down. I have a list of things and ways an abundant person does. And you have got to start doing those things in order to become abundant. So it's all in the becoming. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So the second thing is about you becoming what you want. The process of becoming. And you've got to be clear. You've got to be so clear about it. You've got to be intentional about what it is you want. Does that make sense? So I want to ask you to do the same today. I want you to take some time after we finished on this live and write down how an abundant person behaves for you, to you, in your world. How does an abundant person behave? How does an abundant person think? How does an abundant person talk? How does an abundant person react to news? What does an abundant person focus on? What kind of people does an abundant person have around them? How does an abundant person, treat somebody that cheats them, for example? How does an abundant person react to somebody that cuts them out in traffic, right? Write all those things down, guys, and become intentional about becoming what you've written down. Because once you become that, it will manifest. You will become it. So once you start going through that intentionally, amazing Faith, thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Once you start becoming intentional about all those attributes, you will find yourself becoming what you have described. You will become abundant. And, I'm saying it this way, and it sounds like it's so simple. And I'm sure maybe some people are listening and thinking, you're right. Is it that easy? Is it that simple to become abundant? Is that what it takes? I'm telling you, this world, the way our world has been designed and the way this universe has been created and designed to function, it's mind-blowing how simple it is. It's mind-blowing how things have been ordered to work. And when we understand that order and we practice that order, we will get what we want because it's been designed to work that way. So I haven't even said the second thing. That's just preamble. So this is the second thing I took away. Before you get out of bed every day, rehearse in your mind what your day is going to look like. Rehearse, go through that journey in your mind. So maybe you do school run in the morning, and then when you come back from school run, maybe you fix yourself breakfast, and then I don't know what else you do during the day. I don't know, in the afternoon you cook, whatever. Or maybe you get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you shower, you get ready, you get on the bus, you get on the train to go to work, and then when you get in the office, you have a meeting at so time, and then you go see some clients, and then you come back and do some paperwork, and walk through your day in your mind. Rehearse it and rehearse the outcome you want for every single element of your day before you get out of bed in the morning. Guys, as I'm saying this, I am getting goosebumps because I understand the power of what I just shared. If you can create the habit of doing this, you will literally change your life. You will just see that your day is happening the way you envisioned it, the way you rehearsed it, the way you imagined it. You will just see that it's just happening like that. You will become scared yourself. You think, I hope I have not become too powerful. I saw this already. I knew this was going to happen. Guys, Lewis then said something when he was given like a summary. It's powerful, right? Lux Daily Pay, absolutely powerful. Lewis said that, there's so many of these things that sometimes we even do them subconsciously, not realizing the power they carry and how they have actually created some of the results we've gotten. But because they did happen by plan, because we were not intentional, we have not learned the formula. We have not realized that is the formula to create whatever it is we want. So Lewis said that, because Lewis used to be a athletic person, a sports person. He used to do sports when he was much younger. He said that every time they had a match, listen to this, every time they had a match, once they got on the field, before the match starts, he will take a minute, I don't know how long, he'll take some time, some moment to just sit still, and in his mind, he will rehearse the whole game. He will rehearse it from the moment he gets on the pitch to when he gets the ball, to when he dribbles somebody, to when he passes it to somebody, to when, as in he would rehearse it in his mind, play it in his mind, and see all the goals, how they're going to score the goals, who is going to score the goals, how is going to pass that ball until he gets to the person who scores it, who is going to defend, who is going to protect, who is going to do all of that. And then he will see them celebrating at the end, winning that game. He said he used to do that. And he was such a fantastic sports person. Sumaya Sabra, it's all about planning your life. It is. You are welcome. You are welcome. It's just something I learned today, and I'm sharing it because as I was listening to it, I was walking. I was on my walk. I'm like, I need to let this out. I need to pass this on to people. I need to share this to people. So if you're here today, just be grateful that you're here, that you're hearing this today. And that, so he would rehearse that, and guess what? That day happened like that. That match happened exactly the way he rehearsed it. And they would go on to win that match. And so I'm like, wow. So every day, before you get out of your bed, hello, handsome, how are you? Before you get out of bed every day, rehearse your day. Rehearse your day. All the things you have lined up for that day, rehearse it. So in my own case, for example, I work for myself. I have worked for myself for 14 years, right? I work from home. Anywhere I am with my phone is my office. So in my own day, my rehearsal is going to look something like this. So I'm in my bed and I've just woken up, but I know that before I get out of that bed, I must have created my day the way I want it to be. I would have created it and rehearsed it in my mind before I get out of bed. So it's going to look something like this for me. So I wake up and then I'm still in my bed. I'm starting to rehearse what my day is going to look like. And so for me, the first thing I do when I wake up, the kids are ready. They want to go to school. I brush my mouth. I get ready. And we get in the car to go to school. And what I am rehearsing in my mind is I wake up, the kids see me, they are happy. They are joyous. They are full of life and looking forward to going to school. They are excited. They are happy. There are no delays. They get everything they need to get in time. We get in the car in time and we start the journey to school. The journey is smooth. The other drivers around me that are driving their cars, everybody seems happy. They're smiling. The people that, we catch each other's faces, whatever, maybe when they overtake, they're smiling. Everybody seems happy. The journey is smooth and is going well. I get to school. in perfect time, in good time. I drop the kids off. They are going into school, and they are, going with a spring in their steps, and they're like, "Hey mom, have a great day, thank you for dropping us, I love you." And they say that, and I feel a sense of joy in me. My heart overflows with joy. And in that instant, I give gratitude for my children. I give gratitude for the opportunity to be the one to take them to school, to be the stay-at-home mom that I am. I give gratitude for the fact that my kids are happy and are thriving. And so I'm on my way back from the school run. On the journey back home, it is smooth as well. I have all the other motorists, they allow me pass, they give me, nobody is striving to get the road away or whatever. They give me right of way or whatever it is they call it. Yeah, you know what I mean. They allow me drive past, no incidents, and I get home, and I am also in gratitude, grateful that we went to school and we came back in one piece, and I'm happy. I have a heart full of gratitude. I come in the house, I get changed, I put on my sports outfit, and I set out on my walk. I go on my walk, and I'm listening to the right message for me for that day. Something that answers a question that I have had. I hear it on that day. So when I go onto YouTube to choose the video I want to listen to, I just choose the one that has the right message for me as I'm going on my walk. And I'm going on my walk, and the breeze is just calming and loving, and I'm hearing birds chirping, and I'm meeting other people that are walking their dogs or also running or doing whatever it is they're doing, and they smile, they wave, they say good morning. I feel light, I feel happy, I have a sense of joy that I could go out and exercise and take care of my body, take care of myself. This one temple that I have, I'm in a state of gratitude. I am smiling. I feel light in myself. I go on my walk and I come back home. By the time I get home, I check my phone. I see that whilst I was on my walk, I've already made $2,000. Wow. My business is on automation. It's working. Money came in whilst I was out on my walk. And I see that and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am so grateful for this opportunity, for the business that I saw, and I jumped at it, and I'm using that opportunity to help other people. I'm introducing it to other people. I'm helping other people make money, and other people are reaching out to me that, oh my God, Shayo, I just made a sale. And I'm seeing that and I'm feeling the joy, the joy in my heart that I shared with people. And I'm so happy because this has now become a daily occurrence, that people are reaching out to me and saying, Shayo, thank you. I just made a sale today. Shayo, thank you. I just made another sale today. And I'm seeing that the people I introduced to this business are growing, and they're thriving, and they're happy, and their goals are being met. Their dreams are being met. And then I take a shower and I plan out the rest of my evening. What am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to go live around 5:30. Okay, and what's that live going to look like? All right, this is what I'm going to talk about. And on that live, I'm going to have over 200 people in the house, watching me in the house. And we're going to get the likes up to 100K. We're going to get the likes to 100K. And I'm going to get 20 people from that live who decide to partner with me in business. And people are going to say thank you, and they're going to be grateful for what I shared, because they are my right audience. They are my perfect customer, and they are grateful for the opportunity to have found me. And then my wonderful partner is going to reach out to me and is going to tell me how much he loves me and how much I have been a blessing to him. And he just can't wait to do the rest of his life with me. Right? So I'm picturing it. And I'm imagining how my day is going to be. And I'm happy. I'm so happy. And I make dinner. So I go to pick up the kids, right? I go to pick up the kids, and they tell me how their day has been. The same thing with the motorists. Life is just beautiful. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. And my kids have had an amazing day in school today. They are so happy. Results of their tests came, and they did so well in their tests. And I'm like, wow. I'm so grateful for these children that are thriving despite all they've been through, despite all I went through. They are thriving. I'm doing it alone as a single mom, and my kids are doing great. And I remain in a state of gratitude for the rest of the evening. I prepare dinner, whatever it is the kids want, or they ask for ayamase and rice. So I make that for them, right, with the rice, and they are so thankful and grateful, and they say, Mom, I just love when you cook for us. Your amiyamase is the best. You are a great cook. Thank you, Mom. And we are all so happy. And I do my live, and towards the end of the day, I get another sale. I have some meetings that I attend, and it's just success after success after success in both businesses that I run. And it's time for bed. I go to bed with a heart full of gratitude. I'm grateful that I've had a beautiful day. And I can go to bed with a fulfillment that my day counted. My day counted. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to another beautiful day tomorrow. And then I wake up. And then I go through my day. That is what mine would look like. So I want you to start doing that too. I want you to start doing that too. Right? I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you. I just talked about mine. That is what I would do. That would be my story. And I would do that intentionally before I get out of bed. I've not been doing it this way, but I'm going to start doing it from tomorrow. I'm going to put it in my alarm so that it reminds me. It reminds me before I sleep, and I see it first thing when I wake up. I'm going to set a reminder on my phone that is how I must do it before I get out of bed. So that's the second thing that I took away today that I wanted to share with you. And guys, it's just been, it's amazing. Anyway, let me go to the third thing. And this one was from Mel Robbins. And she said that she explained the law of attraction, how it works. She explained how we manifest. She explained that, which it's something I know, it's something I've practiced for some years. And then she said something that she said that she wanted us to start doing something going forward. Every day, tell your mind to find a naturally occurring heart in your day. So play it. It's a game. You play that game. You say to yourself, we're going to find a naturally occurring heart today. So a heart shape, right? Heart shape. We're going to find one. So it could be, maybe you look up in the sky, you see the shape of a heart in the clouds. It could be that. It could be as I'm going on my walk, I walk every day. As I'm going on my walk, maybe a leaf. I see a leaf in the shape of a heart. Maybe I go into a cafe, I ordered coffee, and there is the shape of a heart on top of it. Or, I don't know, maybe I go visit a friend, and the little girl just gives me a picture, and guess what is it? A heart, right? Or I'm on social media, I'm scrolling, and I go into my message, and I see a heart. As in, play that game. Tell yourself, right? Okay, sis, actually, it's a good one. I'll download this and put it on my YouTube channel. I'll do that because each live gets recorded. So I'll download this one and put it on my YouTube channel. Please remind me. So do that every day and play that game with yourself and say, we're going to find a heart today. We're going to find a heart today. We're going to find a heart today. Say that to yourself. We're going to find a heart today. And when you start saying that to yourself, you know what's going to happen? You will start finding a heart every day. Every day you start finding it. Everywhere you turn to, you will start finding a heart. As I'm saying this thing, I'm having goosebumps because I have experienced this. This is how our universe operates. Whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're being intentional about, you will start creating it. It will start happening for you. You will start seeing it. So start playing that game. We're going to find a heart. 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 And then she then said, this is the lesson I want to give you and share with you from that game. So what that means is that, because if you start finding a heart, right, all through your day, every day that you set that intention, we're going to find a heart, we're going to find a heart, we're going to find a heart. It happens to you when you want a new car. I was going to use that example because that is the example that I use with people. That was also the example that she used on the interview today. A lot of us have manifested what we want. Okay, let me talk about this very briefly because she also mentioned it. Let me talk about it very briefly. She talked about the RAS, reticular activating system, which is something we all have. We all have it in our brain. Every human being has it, but we have not been taught how to use it to our advantage. We all have it. And this was the way she explained it. She said, it's like, having a net, all of us from Africa, we know this one. You have a hair net on your head, right? So nets have holes, right? They have holes. So you have a net on your head. Imagine that is your reticular activating system. It's a part of your brain. And the function of that reticular activating system is to keep out 99% of the things that you do not need and only let in the 1% of what you need. Think about your reticular activating system like a bouncer in front of a nightclub, right? A bouncer that lets people in and does not let people in. Your reticular activating system lets things through and keeps other things out. And what are the things the reticular activating system lets through? She mentioned that there are 4 things. I hope I can remember all 4. The first one, she said that your reticular activating system automatically lets in is your name. So you're walking, you're going somewhere and you're like, oh, did I just hear my name? Did somebody just call me? It lets that in. Anytime your name is mentioned or called, you will hear it automatically. Even if that person is very far away from you, you'll hear it. It lets in your name. The second thing that the reticular activating system lets in, she mentioned this one, I could remember this one. She said what's the second one? I think you can check this. I'm not sure. I think it's flight or fight mode. If there is imminent danger to you and you need to flee, imminent danger is going to let it through regardless of anything else. If there's imminent danger, it's going to let it through. That's the second thing. The third thing it lets through is, this one was a funny one. I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently it is. If your partner is sending signals that he wants to do the chuku-chuku with you or with somebody else, it lets it through. You're gonna get the sign. You're gonna know. If your partner, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, whatever, is giving you signs that he wants to do chuku-chuku. I cannot speak straight. You know what I mean? Or he or she wants to do chuku-chuku with somebody else. Your reticular activating system lets it through. It lets it through. And the fourth thing, and this is a powerful one, the fourth thing your reticular activating system lets through is anything that you are focused on with intention. It filters everything else out and brings that to your fore. Whatever you're focusing on with intention. So using that example of a car, which Pastor P also already said, if you've ever bought a car, one day you made a decision that you are going to buy a particular car, the name, the model, the color, you set your mind on it. I want to buy a BMW X5 color black. I want that. You set your mind on it. That's what you want. From that moment that you set your mind on it, that was what you want, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Let me just ask people watching. From the moment you set your mind on, this is with the car I want, a BMW X5 color black, what is going to happen? That is all you're going to be seeing. Thank you, Pastor P. That is the only car you're going to be seeing. You're going to be seeing it everywhere. So the question is, why? What happened? Why were you not seeing those BMW X5 black before? Were they not there? Were they not there before? Or did the God of BMW X5 just release all of them in that instant and you start seeing them? What happened? Let us think about that. What happened? Why are you suddenly seeing what you started focusing on? What you made the decision to get? What your desire is on? Why are you just seeing it now? Because of your reticular activating system. It's helping you get what you are intentionally focusing on. It's helping you attract it. So what does that mean, really? Let's think about it. What does it mean? It means that BMW X5 that you suddenly see everywhere has always been there. It's always been there. Right? Because it cannot be that somebody just put them all out, right? That's not what happened. What happened is it's always been there. You just didn't see it because you were not focused on it, because you had not set your intention on that thing that you want. It's always been there, but you just didn't see it. That's what it means. Now let's think deeper. It means that everything else that you want, everything else that you desire, everything else that you wish you had, everything else that is keeping you awake at night, everything else that you are crying for is also out there. There are opportunities that you are not seeing right now because you are not focused on it. There are solutions that you are not seeing, but is there. There are answers to your questions that you are not seeing, but it is there. There are signs everywhere. There are signs everywhere. They are there. The answers are there. What you want is out there. Always out there. Always out there. But you are not seeing it because you are not focused on it. You are not seeing the signs because you are not intentionally thinking about it. You are not seeing those answers because you are not focusing on it. That is why you are not seeing it. It means that there is a world. As I'm sharing this thing, I'm having goosebumps. My body is in a state right now. It means that there is a world out there where everything you desire, everything you want is available. There is a world out there where everything you want, your happy marriage, your thriving children, your home by the sea, your Range Rover Sports, whatever car you want, your handsome husband, your gorgeous wife, your multi-billion-dollar business, your speaking engagements, your the impact that you're leaving, the legacy you're building. There is a world out there that has every single thing. The only part of that world that you see is the one you focus on. Who is the one you are intentional about? Does that make sense? Do you understand? Do you understand? There is a world out there where your perfect life exists. There is a world out there where all your heart's desires exist. There is a world out there where you have everything you are crying and praying for right now. It's there. It already exists. It's already there. Everything has already been created for you. Every single thing has already been made. Everything has already been made. It then means that the only way you're going to see it is if you are intentional about it, about what you want, and you're clear. You're clear about what you want. The way that you're clear about that car, you know the name of the car, you know the make of the car, you know the model of the car, you know the color of the car, you even know the smell of the car. The way you are so clear about that car that you want, and you started seeing it everywhere, is the way you're going to be clear about everything else you want. And you will start seeing signs everywhere about it. And those signs will be the dots of your life that will connect. They will connect to that thing. They will connect to that goal. They will connect to that desire. They will connect. The dots of our life always connects. The dots of our lives always connect. All of them. And we cannot see those dots looking forward. We can only see them in hindsight. So if we take a moment to look back on our journey, the last 5 years, and the last 10 years, look back, you will see how all the dots of your life connects to this present moment. Oh my God. You will see how all the dots of your life connects to this present moment. Right? All those different dots, right? But they are dots. They are things, they are signs, things that you picked up from that perfect life. They're coming. They're not in a straight line. There's one in that angle 50, another one angle 12, another one angle 19, another one angle 75. That dot, zigzag, 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 goes back, it comes, goes forward, it comes back, it goes left, it goes right. They're dots. And they keep connecting. You're picking up things from that perfect life that has been created for you, but you cannot see it all at once because you do not recognize that it exists. And you're only picking the part of it that you can resonate with at each moment in your life. And they are those dots that are connecting that have now brought you to where you are right now. Ooh, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Guys, those were the things I heard on my walk today. And I said, I cannot keep this to myself. I've got to share this. I've got to share this. So, my people, I hope this live has helped you today. I hope you have picked up things. I hope you have learned. My people, the people that are, some people that we look up to and we think that they have the perfect life, that all their dreams have come true, they're living the life that they want and all of that. They know these things and they practice them. They know these things and they practice them. That's how they have what they have. They know these things and they practice them. Now that you know these things, now that I heard that video, I watched that video whilst I was on my walk. I couldn't watch it. I was listening. Because I heard it, I've brought it to you today. You had to hear this today. You had to hear this today. And I hope you take it seriously. I hope you start practicing these things. I hope you create your best life because you've now been handed the tools to do it. Nobody is responsible for giving you the life that you want. Nobody is going to create it for you. It's not coming from anywhere. You are the one that's going to create it. It's you. It's you. So for the benefits of those who are just coming on, I just shared 3 things that I took away from the video I listened to whilst I was out on my walk today. And the first one was about when you create your vision board and you have your pictures of your destination, what you want, also have pictures of the process, also have pictures of the bridge, also have pictures of what it's going to take to get you to where you want to. Because if you have the picture of the bridge, you are less likely to give up. You are less likely to quit because you are always going to remember what it's going to take to get to where you want. That's the first one. The second thing I talked about was, what was the second thing? What was the second thing? No, I don't remember. What's the second thing? Who remembers the second thing I talked about? Being intentional. Creating your day. Rehearsing your day. That's the second thing. Rehearsing your day before you get out of bed. Play it back in your mind how you want your day to go. Create that day in your mind first before you get out of bed. Create it in your mind first before you get out of bed. Start from when you wake up in the morning. All right, Sumaya, enjoy school run. I'm going to do the same soon. Create what you want, right? Create it in your mind first. How you want your day to turn out. Do it first in your mind before you get out of bed. That's number 2. And number 3 is finding, start doing that game of telling your mind that we're going to find a heart every day. Oh, hey, sis, I posted in the group because I can't do evening today because I have to, I'm going to go to London this evening. So I can't do evening. So I thought I'll go live once I came back from my walk, and then, so that's why. But I put it in the group because I knew a lot of people wouldn't know that I'm coming live. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. So the third thing is that you play a game with your mind. And that game is every day you're going to say, we're finding a heart today. A naturally occurring heart. We're finding it in nature. All right, amazing Faith. All right, my sister. All right. A naturally occurring heart. You're finding it in nature today. When you set your intention like that, you're always going to find it. Always going to find it. And what that means is that there's a world where everything you want already exists. Every of your desires, every of your goals, every single thing, the version of you that attracts all those things already exists. There is a world where everything already exists. But you only see the part of that world that you become intentional about. You only see the part of that world that you focus on and you are clear about. The same way you start seeing the car that you want to buy. Once you made the decision that you want to get this car, that's the only car you see everywhere, as though there are no other cars. And because we know that it wasn't like they manufactured all these extra cars now, we know that it's not that somebody just released all those cars from somewhere. We know that all those cars were there anyway. We just didn't see them because we were not focused on them. So it then means that everything you want already exists too. Every desire of your heart already exists too. You're just not having it because you're not focused on it. And the moment you start focusing on it with clarity, with intention, you're going to have it. And then you will see that you are here now. When you look back, you will see that all the dots of your life connects to this moment. And all those things that you got, when you look back 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, all those things, you got them in the instance that you were focused on them. You were able to get them from that perfect world, and they connect. They connect to your now world. And now that you are equipped with these 3 things that I learned today, Elek, I'm just giving the summary. I'm done. Right? I'm going to download the recording and post this on my YouTube channel. Because I'm sharing this and I'm having goosebumps, because you get some truths like this and they just change your life. They just change your life. So the moment you start being intentional about what you want and you have total clarity on what you want, you will start attracting it. You will start living in that perfect life. You will start manifesting that thing you want, every single one of it that you want. Every single one of it. People will look at you and wonder, how come you have everything? How come you are always happy? How come your children are thriving everywhere? How come, you're living in abundance? How come this? How come that? It's because you have learned the secret. It's because you've learned the secret and you're using the secret and you're using it every day. Pastor P, thank you so much. It's an honor. I'm honored. I'm humbled. I'm a small girl. I'm a small girl. I'm honored. I'm humbled that you see me as your mentor. It's an honor. And just remember, if you don't take anything else away from this place today, just remember this. There is a life, there is a world out there where every desire of yours exists. Just remember that there is a world out there that every single thing that you want already exists. Is you are there. It's your life. That is why there are some people that talk about parallel universe, that there is a parallel universe. When we hear those things, people get spooky. They're like, what are people talking about? But when you take some time to think about it, just think, right? There is a version of you that has every single thing you want. There is a version of you that is a perfect health, perfect size, perfect weight. There's a version of you that is happily married. There's a version of you that have children that are thriving. There is a version of you that has all the money you want. There's a version of you that is impacting the world. There's a version of you. There is a version of you that has everything. There is a world where that exists. There is a world where all of that exists. So you then need to draw it. You then need to draw that into your reality right now. That's it. That's it. And the way you're going to get it are all these things I talked about today. These 3 things I shared today will help you get there. Now, these things that I'm not sharing this thing from a place of, I'm teaching you. I am teaching myself as I'm teaching you. Because one of the things I learned was that one of the ways to always remember what you've learned is by teaching other people. Because that way, you're ingraining it in your memory. I don't remember the science of it, but that's how it works. It's ingrained. You're relearning it. It's like you're drawing it. You're etching it. You're etching it in your brain. When you teach other people, it stays. It stays. You own it. And that is why it's good to teach other people what you've learned. Always share. Always share. Share. Many people don't like sharing. Many people don't like giving away information. They like holding on to it. Don't do that. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. Whatever you've learned, teach somebody else. Whatever you have learned, teach somebody else. It will help you understand it. It will help you learn it more. It will help it become a part of you because you have taught somebody else. You will get more from it that way, right? The more you give, the more you get. Ooh, the more you give, the more you get, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I know this was a different time than my normal lives, but it was a different life, right? It was a different life today. And I just felt compelled. As I was coming back on my walk, I felt I needed to share that. This has to come out of me today. I needed to put this out there in the world. And I'm so happy you heard it because you needed to hear it. I know that it's not a coincidence that you were here today. You were meant to hear it. That's why you're here. So thank you all to everybody who participated, to everybody. This time worked for you. Oh. I tend to go live when I come back from afternoon school run because that time, I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. Kids are home, I'm settled, and then I go live. And then sometimes I've gone live in the evenings, maybe because I had other things to do in the afternoons. But I usually don't go live around this time. But it had to happen this way today so that you could hear it. It was for you. It was for you. So thank you all for being a part of it. It's a time difference, yeah. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for liking. Thanks for taking the likes to 13K. In fact, I'm not even pushing for the likes today because this video today this live today. It just had to happen this way. It had to happen this way. So thank you so much, guys. I'm done now. I gotta go. But enjoy your day. And I haven't talked about digital marketing because this is not the live for it. I wasn't going to talk about that. I wanted to share this today on this live. This is not, it's a different vibe today. I don't know how to explain it. I'm having water in a wine glass. It's the good life. That's it, good life. Right. So thank you so much for coming, everybody. Where I'm going to stop here now, and I'll see you next time. If I can go live, I don't know if I can. I doubt I'll be able to go live later today because I'm going to go to London today. So, but yeah, thank you for being a part of this. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you want the recording of this, let me know because I'll download this and put it on my YouTube channel, and I can send you the link if you want it. So have a great evening or the rest of your day. Be intentional. Be intentional. The things I shared today, if you need to remind yourself, set them as a reminder on your phone so that you would remember to do those things. That's how to be intentional, right? That's how to be intentional. Put them as a reminder, calendar item on your phone. And that way you remember to do it. For me, the greatest one for me is that being intentional about my day and creating it from the time I wake up, just creating it. And my day will turn out that way. You will get to a point that you will be like, hey, have I become some witch or something? How did I know that this was going to happen? And then we say it's deja vu. I already saw this. Oh, it feels like I've gone through this before. It feels like this has already happened before. Oh no, you created it. You created it. And now you're walking through it in your reality. Whew. Some heavy stuff today, but I'm happy. Alrighty, I'll see you next time. So Elek, please send me a message. If you have not connected with me, if you like what you heard today, please go ahead and connect with me. You can also, if you want to be a part of my community, part of my team, you can do that. I get things like this. What just happened today is an example of the kind of content I share on this page. In addition to helping people make money from home, helping people make money online, which is the core of what I do on this page. There are days I get, bursts of inspiration like this, and I talk about things like this. So if you like this, you want to be a part of this community, go ahead and tap on the heart next to my name and give a heart me and between 10 and 40 team bracelets. And once you do that, you become a member of my community. And every time I am live, you can come in and perform your community tasks, which are you comment, you share, you help, you like. If you can, you give towards the live goals. What else do? You give your heart me, you give your team bracelets. And you give gifts if you can. If you can't, that's fine. It's not a big deal, but just support in other ways. All right? So that's it. Thank you so much. If I don't go, I will be here till tomorrow, but I gotta go.